Alright, welcome back everyone. This is the next part to some more crystal cracking. I guess I can call this part 2, but I don't know how many different parts are going to be. Let me take a step back so you can see my full head of quote-unquote hair. Alright, so what you see here are a lot of crystals and chips. You will see at the end of the list is what I want to get to, but the way these open, it goes from the front to the back. So I'm gonna do the first ones, leave the best for last, and because there's a lot of crystals, we will have to cut this at some point and make a part 3, part 4, part 5. I don't know how many there's gonna be, but there's probably gonna be a lot. So let's get started. So times 10. Now, what's being opened now are from the dispatch missions. So, we did have a lot, so we're going to have a lot of premium crystals to go through also. So the way I usually do things is I like to do the premium crystals, open them into 3-star crystals, then go into the 4 stars. What I said right there shouldn't be anything too out of the ordinary. I'm sure everyone else does it in some type of pattern or manner that's that works for them, but I think the majority of the people out there probably go, you know, the lowest to the highest. There's the chance that I will have a 5-star coming up after everything is open. Actually, that's definitely going to happen. I'm hoping I may get 2 5-stars. Let's see what ends up happening. That's a lot to open. And the reason I didn't do it earlier is because things came up. I didn't have enough time to make a stream, you know, or not even stream, sorry, create a video and put it on YouTube. Typically these type of things, they do take their sweet time. I mean, like if you look at the majority of the videos I have, they're over 10 minutes, and these large crystal cracking ones go over a half hour. And just trying to get like the handful of the ones in the front out of the way first is going to take some time. Now I'm not banking any of the crystals for any specific reason. I think we already had skids come out, so I think he's in rotation now. So what I should be able to do is, like, when I have a good amount of 4 stars, I'll start doing the same thing I'm doing right now, just opening up for next time. You know what I'm really happy about when it comes to these dispatch missions? They give us boosters. I kind of, you know, forgot about it for half a second, and when I've been going into battle, I'm like, hey, wait a second, I'm not out of boosters. What's going on there? And then I paid attention to the fact that these dispatch rewards do have boosters, so I was happy about that. Not the super high level stuff, like the Titan attack ones, you know, Titan Beam, Titan Brigade. I forgot what they're called, but the big Titan attacks. Brigade? I think it was Barrage. I don't remember. Now I know where a barrage came from. It was in that incendiary barrage. That looks pretty cool. I wish it went a little bit faster when killing stuff, but I think that's the whole point. They want it to look pretty and die a little slowly so you enjoy the view, enjoy the animation. Yeah, now, even though I'm going 10 at a time, I will have to clear, say, those first 5 slots, so it's easier to get to the end slots. And I think even toward the end, I have a few other funny ones to open, like Gmetal Cores. And I think around that point is where I'll maybe cut the video. I don't know. I think timing wise is where I'm going to end up cutting it. A 30-minute video is fairly long, but it's watchable, you know? I think we're all used to watching like 30-minute TV shows. So I think that's going to be that weird sweet spot. I feel like it's too long. I think like 20 minutes is great. But when you're in a flow and things are in common, like I'm doing the generic crystals and these dispatch mission rewards, it makes more sense to just, you know, bundle those together into one video. I wonder if I'm getting close to hitting the cap of how many cores you can have. I feel like SpaceX should do something about that. I know they said the cap is 5,000 and that seems like a lot, but when you have other things maxed out, it's like, okay, you're going to hit the cap because you can't use it. I think they recently did something about trading in lower level stuff or higher level stuff. I gotta reread that, I didn't really understand it, but unfortunately it is what it is, and I'm not entirely sure if my stuff was what could be used. While these are also opening, I'm going to do some other stuff too, and I wouldn't be surprised if whoever is watching this is kind of like half watching it. It makes complete sense because, again, this first part's going to be a little boring. Even to a point when I unlock all these premium crystals 10 at a time, I know they're going to be dupes. I was lucky that I was able to unlock a lot of Decepticons before. And what I'll also do is I'll go back a step to see how many Transformers I'm missing from my collection. Autobots, I think, you know, minus all the 5 stars, I think I'm only missing 8 4-stars. And I'm in a similar situation with the Decepticons. I don't have that many 2 and 3 stars left to unlock. I think just what ended up happening was, I think for the last 2 sagas, they released a few bots, and I wasn't able to get my alt faction one on this account, of course. Let's first snatch up the crystals. That makes sense. Alright, 1, 2. So, I'm not sure if anybody else does this, but I usually open the stuff up when it's the 10s. So I always hate it when I get, you know, like 3 or more, but not up to 10, because that's what I end up banking these little things for, you know, like the rewards. So if I get lucky, let's see. I'm hoping that he just get 5, so 3 and 2 maybe. There's that one. And there's another. And now out of that batch I only have 1 to use. And I think I messed up here. So now I have 2 crystals, right? Or 12. 13. Not 14, right? Right. It's funny when you don't want it, it ends up happening. So I'm gonna have to... Okay, just 13. 2 and 3. Little pause is a little bothersome too. Get rid of these out front guys. And of course, this because I have to, you know? So I can space up so I can get to the ones more to the right. They have I guess maybe I'm presuming here. Because the Transformers franchise is so huge, they do have lots of Transformers they can choose as combat bots. So it's going to be interesting to see when there'll be pretty much like a combat bot per Transformer. I think that'll be great. Variety is the spice of life, of course. But, you know, like the big ones, the big guys, you know, the full-fledged Transformers are the ones that are abundant. Alright, so I think from here, what I should do is the Gmetal chips. And a lot of those are going to get melted down, but let's see. Let's get rid of this one first. Alright, good, another Mirage. I don't have a 5-star Mirage. I don't have enough for 5 stars available yet, but I have 3 of these Gmetal Cores for Mirage. You see how I pushed it forward? That's why I'm like, I have to get rid of it. I don't think I have a choice, right? Alright, so I'm going to do the Gmetal Cores 10 at a time. This one you have to pay attention to a little bit because you have to click the OK button to move on to the next one. The good news is that because these are for the Transformers, at least I can melt them. Oh no, they're not. Are they both? They both defenses and for the Transformers? Yeah, they're for both. All my base defenses have Gmetals on there, so I don't need any more Gmetals. I think the only thing I would probably want is maybe like some of the universal ones. I can just pump to level 20. I'm not necessarily sure I want an incendiary. It is more powerful, but when you see like the Transformers attacking your base, I feel like, hey, I'd rather have like the medics targeted down instead of having more damage to, say, like the ones that are getting healed. You know what I mean? Like at those higher levels, it's almost like they're getting healed faster than they're getting damaged. So I'd rather have the healers taken care of first, the medics, you know? So these are really strong and powerful, but what I personally find is the ones that shock for a second and stun, it's better to hold them in place and get attacked by other defenses, or even by your outpost bots, instead of the damage from that core. I don't even know who uses lasers. I'm sure that they do have these bases that are tuned to or designed around AntiAir. I can only think of this one time I came across it, but when you have your bots leveled in a certain manner, like with like a flak jacket, for example, or some of their G1 cores that do reinforce anti-air defense onto them, or anti-air armor onto them. It kind of like, I don't want to call it a wash, but they kind of cancel each other out. While and when you get like, that one, the Omni Flamer, I would just melt right away because I have the laser. But like say like we can use Silverbolt for an example, right? Like when he connects his special to any defense, it's worth that damage he takes. But since you have like really good core and he's leveled up high, he doesn't lose that much. So you've destroyed a defense and lost a little bit of health. So I feel like, you know, that's the proper trade-off for at least the attacker. Speaking of attack here, we got the attack core right here. Not that I have a lot of them, I took an extra second just to think who I can put that on. Like everybody, you know, we always want the G1 core, but surprisingly some of those are really good, and I don't think you get any special team ones here, but some of those team perk ones, wow, they're great. Like I know, I'll use Jazz as an example, right? Like, I like the Tactician in the beginning. Now since everybody's pretty strong, I don't care that they'll try to attack a defense directly. Some people would put like their resources up front, and the way the game is, I'll attack whatever's right in front of me, so I don't really use the Tactician anymore. I just going back to what I was saying, I'll use Jazz as an example for the flank jacket versus his G1. Because that's a team-related one, it helps other bots get stronger. So I try my best to put him into a team with that specific flak jacket. And I think it was like, I don't even think it was like, hey, make a gunner or a warrior stronger. I think it was something about just everybody else on the team has increased defense, so it worked better that way. I'd be happy if I got like a 5-star Jazz at some point. He's not the one I'm aiming for right now, though. Alright. Yeah. It's funny that after I got it, the point defense beam, it turns into like, hey, I'm getting so many more and I don't need them anymore, you know? Like the abundance comes after you already have enough. This one I don't mind too much. I usually have these on, you know, the build bots, but I don't think I need any more. I just have to max the last two out, and I think one is on level 19 of 20. So maybe I shouldn't even say I have two to max out. I really have one to max out. Yeah, I think I read in one of the newsletters they came up with 2 new cores. Oh, maybe I should have, I didn't even think twice. I shouldn't have opened these and waited for those 2 new cores to come out, maybe? We'll see. And I wonder what the next thing's going to be. Like they were talking about, or they showed off a few of the prime cores on defenses. So I guess I'd have a question if we really have to re-earn them. Are we going to have 2, or is it just move it from the bot to the defense? And if we wanted to go the other way, same thing. If I move it from the defense back to the bot. And that's how, speaking of which, because of the prime cores, the second you get all 12 of them, I was then moving forward with just using those prime core chips to get base defenses. So I was lucky enough to get all Gmetals on my base because of that. Now, you might have thought I should have went to do the premium crystals first, the Decepticon premium ones, but because this was the smaller numbers, why I did it. And now, you know, looking at it in hindsight, we're already at 20 minutes, and I have what 80 something of those to do. So maybe I should have went with the Decepticon premium crystals first. 10 at a time. Let's go. I'm negotiating right now. Maybe I should just buy 3 of them with some chips, so I can in turn, you know, open them 10 at a time. Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I think the chips are half off right now, so maybe we'll fall for it. You know, I'll fall for the trick. For my Decepticon account, I am banking my 3-star shards because I already have a 2-star Scorponok. To my team, I think at that point it was Darkness Zeta or Theta, I don't remember. I do apologize, I only set my score to about 12,000 because I have my main account for this one. But because I only got 12,000 and it wasn't a higher level group, like the people that did, you know, go ham and just keep on, you know, playing and got, you know, over 30K worth of score, I felt bad for them because they didn't get the 3-star piece, even though they put so much, you know, time and effort into it. It may sound a little bad, but, you know, that my sympathy goes out to them, you know? And at that point, it's just like, oh, why did I join this team? I should have went to another team. I'm angry at the team leaders for doing this thing, putting me on some role like that. I think when it comes to Darkness, they try to even things out a little bit. So, like, I think it was, for example, right, like if that was like a I'm trying to remember, I think that was a 1.2 million event, or 1.3, or was it even a 1.5? I don't think it was a 1.5 event. But instead of, like, you know, making one full team, like, where each person can do 40,000, they spread them around. And quite unfortunately, like I said, like some of those players they have put into the lower areas to help out the lower people, like myself, you know, they didn't get the piece, you know? And when I was there, like, one of the guys was like, oh yeah, what a waste of a weekend, and I couldn't blame him for what he thought. I think for the team I'm in right now, which is In Too Deep, which is a part of the 13 family, it was like, we were at a level where there shouldn't have been a problem, where every person should be able to, you know, contribute 25K, right? And do the wars, and do the raids. So, because we missed, I think, a 1 million event, everything was like reevaluated. And we lost some people, we gained some others. Some people are, you know, like superstars, where it's just like, hey, we're happy you're here. Do you really feel like you fit here? You're a little too strong. And, you know, they moved up. But we're in a good spot right now. I'd love it if, you know, like we were number 1. But I feel like the number 1s of any family, they, you know, to maintain that, they have to, you know, like contribute some type of money to the game. Whether it's event-wise or, you know, like what I'm doing, I feel like if you're using money on fuel, that's a little too much for me. It's like, hey, for the big events, it makes complete sense, right? But if you had to use it for the small events, that's where I think I draw my line. Like, all right, wait a second, they're forcing you to use money every week, and that's a little too much. But some people probably do play like that, and are they trying to get high level? Are they already high level? I don't know. All I know is I didn't start spending money on fuel. I think, I'm trying to remember when I was the first time, for fuel specifically. Like, buying bundles and characters, that's different, or like 5-star shards. I feel like that's different than having to buy fuel. And when I mean fuel, I'm also including, you know, like the battle bundles that it's like, hey, you get fuel and some other things like, you know, whether it's spark or coin, it's up to you. But if the bundle has fuel, then I'm like, okay, wait a second, something's coming up, and it almost feels normal, right? Because it's like, hey, this is a big event, the fuel bundle is going to come out, we're going to kill it. And I'm like, well, if you feel like that's normal, there's something wrong, you know?
Crush them!
But thankfully they don't have the battle bundles on these smaller weekends. Like this weekend, for example, it was over like 10,000 points. And even if you played kind of sparingly, 3.5, 3.3 a day isn't that bad. I think that night I was free, so I was able to, you know, like, play a decent amount on Friday, and I finished like Saturday at like 1 in the morning. I was in a little bit of a flow. I had nothing going on that Friday night, so I was able to finish it. And in this Sunday, because I have the free time of not playing the regular part of the game, I am able to do like this video, for example. What did I earn? What do I got here? Oh, a couple of 3 stars, but I think, no, it's not half, right? What do we got here? So, does that make sense? I should buy... No, they're not the same, right? Premium crystal, premium crystal? I think if I buy that, I'm not buying the right one. Right? Yeah, it's not the right one. It's a chance to get anyone. And this one is it's the same thing. But this one's a little bit less. I'm gonna gamble. Wait. 1. Let's first see. Let's see. Is the right one? 8. Alright. Alright, fine. Oops, I didn't mean to gift it. Oops, my bad, my bad. Confirm. There we go. So times 10. Make my life a little bit easier. And I think just before I finish this video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get those those 3-star crystals for the Decepticons, and then I'll cut this video and start another one.
Megatron! Storm Shadow!
If anybody's thinking for a second I should be getting angry at all the dupes I've been getting, I was in the beginning, but as I unlocked more, I was like, I don't think I have the right to be angry anymore because now I'm getting all of them, so there isn't as many to unlock. So it made a little bit of sense. But I will be cutting the video right around here, and I will start a new one up. So I want to thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.